Hello guys, today I have come up with a very soft romantic cutesy eyes. I have got mixed little bit of bronze and pink shimmer onto my eyelids, and this is how my makeup has turned out. And if you like this video, please keep on watching. Last video I had used Hollywood Flawless filter on my face as a primer. Today I'm going to use Wonder Glow from Charlotte Tilbury as a primer. I'm mixing it in like this, and it's a beautiful hydrating primer. It gives that kind of a glow that Hollywood Flawless filter gives, and it has got tiny flecks of shimmer in it. So I am just applying it like this, and I think I'm gonna use my hands to apply the Wonder Glow into my face, and you can literally see my skin has started glowing and it's gonna be a little hydrated, more hydrated. And I'm going to apply it onto my nose. I'm applying this Wonder Glow as just a moisturizer, I'm not using any brush for that. And look at my skin. Yeah, it's looking tiny bit tan, but it's fine. Okay, let me tell you one thing, that this is not a necessary step for the makeup. It's just an add-on step just to provide that kind of a glow that your skin requires, and it is going to get see-through with whole base makeup which you're going to put on. For foundation, I'm using Dior Forever foundation. This is in the shade 3WO, and it's a matte foundation. I mean the natural matte foundation. I'm going to take out 2 pumps, and that's it. I'm going to take a little bit onto my face and dot it around. This is really good method if you need a seamless base, because so I'm going to blend my foundation with a makeup sponge. I have wetted, and I'm going to apply it with this edgy side. And makeup sponges are not in trend these days, but sometimes I just feel like I need it for that gluey makeup base that I need for certain makeup looks. It absorbs lots of foundation, I have seen, and sometimes you just feel like it's easy to use the foundation brush to blend out. But if you need a particular kind of a effect onto your face, like today we are going for a soft lit glow, romantic vibes, you need to have a sponge to blend out your foundation with. If you don't have the sponge, you can still come up with this kind of a base. You can just use lots of setting spray for that glowy finish. Look at the foundation shade, it's matching me well, but I'm still tanned, so I have to use lots of bronzer to come up with my skin tone. That's what we are going to do. It takes a lot of time to blend with the sponge. It's not that easy all the time. And whatever is left onto my sponge, I'm going to apply it on my neck like so. I mean, there's not too much of foundation onto it, but it's just going to create that kind of a balance with my tan body. Like, look at that. It's looking ghostly, but we are going to fix it, okay? I totally forgot to show you the effect this beauty sponge gives onto the face. I mean, look at that. My skin is glowing from within. That's because of the Wonder Glow we have applied and the beauty sponge. For the under eyes, I'm going with the color corrector from Smashbox. It's in the shade medium dark. I'm just taking a little bit onto my fingers, and I'm going to apply it just underneath my dark circles. Sometimes I use this and sometimes I don't. It depends on the makeup look that I need, and it creates beautiful effect. If you have very dark circles, please use this. I mean, it's not going to be that, great to use it alone. Sometimes you can mix it with the concealer and create a concoction with the color corrector and just apply it underneath your eyes. Or you do the extra step the way I'm doing it. Apply a color corrector first, like this, and let it sit for a while, and then apply the concealer on top of it. Look at that. It is giving me hydrated under eyes and it's looking really nice. But I still have to apply the concealer underneath my eyes and highlight the face. Only then it's gonna look good. I'm going with the same family of Dior, and I'm using Dior Forever Concealer. This is in the shade 2N and it's not full coverage concealer. Hence we have applied the color corrector underneath our eyes. And I'm just going to place a concealer. I'm not going to blend it out. I'm going to place it over here. Okay, little bit over here at the outer edges of our eyes. And I'm going to highlight the face with the same concealer. Initially, I didn't like this concealer because it was like sheer to medium coverage. If you need lots of coverage, you're gonna have to use something else along with this. But now I feel like it's a really good concealer if you don't want too much of coverage when your foundation itself is full coverage. It's good, it's good to use this. I'm going to let my concealer sit for a while. Till then, I'm going to go with the bronzer. This one is from Chanel, as I have constantly used it and I'm still yet to see the bottom of this product. So I am aiming to finish this up before this year ends, and I'm using Real Techniques brush. I've loaded it up and we're going to apply a generous amount of bronzer because that's what we need with our tan body. I'm going to apply it as a bronzer. I mean, the shade is perfect for me for a bronzer, and it is going to give us beautiful effect. You're just gonna see it. I'm gonna need a little bit more. All right, here we are, and I'm just dabbing it onto the place where we need the contour as well as bronzer. I mean, look at the shade. It's 395, and I intend to purchase it all over again when I finish it up because this is my ride or die bronzer. I mean, it's so perfect for my skin tone. It looks perfect with my skin, So we're going to dab it on this side as well. And in just a moment, we're gonna have beautiful tan skin on our face, complementing my tan body. And if you want chiseled jaws, just pull your ears like this and start to apply your contour like this. It's gonna give you chiseled jaws. And onto the side like this. For the forehead, I'm just going to apply it towards my hairline in a very small feathery strokes so that we don't disrupt our foundation that we have applied underneath, and just try to blend it out simultaneously while you're applying your bronzer. Now it's time to blend our concealer. I'm using this brush. It's dirty, but we are going to roll with it. All I have to do is to blend the concealer wherever we have placed and not to drag it here and there, because the places that we have applied the concealer, we need it to be highlighted. It's the sides of the nose, sides of the lips, like this. Use very less pressure with your brush in a very soft feathery stroke motion, and we're going to blend the under eye last. Till then, we're going to blend everything out all around. As you can see, I've created a small little C, the inverted C with the concealer, and a big inverted C with the bronzer. That's how I do the highlight with my forehead, because as you can see, my forehead is way too big, you know, so that I can have a small little forehead with just an illusion of makeup. And I'm blending out the bridge of the nose. We're going to contour it in a moment. I don't require much of the contouring, but still. Now it's time for our under eyes. I'm going to lightly dab it underneath my eyes and just look up so that your fine lines also gets, you know, little bit of concealer and you get all blended under eyes on this side as well. If you have any problem with your under eyes, that it's really messy underneath your eyes and you don't know how to blend the concealer, just, you know, skip the concealer and use your foundation to cover your under eyes. This is like a, you know, a trick that every beginner should know, that you can use the foundation as a concealer and conceal your under eyes. All you need is a even out skin. You don't need the highlighting and all that stuff, so don't do it. The most important step in our makeup is to blend out everything with the foundation brush or the sponge that we have applied and run it across the face like this, so that we don't have stark lines of concealer and bronzer whatsoever. Everything has to be blended out. That's my style of doing makeup. If I see lots of stark lines here and there, it just bugs me, you know. So don't forget this step. Now it's time to set our whole base. I'm using Huda Beauty Easy Bake. This is in the shade Cupcake. It's not my shade, but I'm using it these days because my makeup requires lots of, you know, highlighting underneath my eyes. Since it has become saggy, I'm using a lighter shade of setting powder. I'm taking a little bit onto my brush and taking the extra onto my palm like this, and I need a mirror to set my concealer, and I'm just getting rid of the fine lines. Let me tell you guys, every concealer creases, okay, because we have got natural creases and it does crease. All you need is to set your concealer like this. Look at that. And when you're applying the setting powder, always look up. Even while blending the concealer, always look up. I'm setting the whole face with the same setting powder. Let's do the brow quickly with the same Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and I'm going to fast forward this section. So I did my brows off camera and you're looking a little angry. We're going to fix that. For eyes, I'm going to use this Pat McGrath's palette. This is, I guess, Celestial Odyssey, and I'm going to use this brown shadow onto my crease area with this kind of a brush. It's a you know, buffing brush, but it's very flat at the end. So I'm going to directly tap it and take off the extra, directly going onto my crease area like this. And oh, there's lots of pant over here. We need to blend that thing out, but I'm going to create the shape with this brush and then we'll blend out with a clean brush. Okay, I'm using this fluffy brush. I think this one is from Pro Art, and now I'm going to blend out the eyeshadow. I think it has created a patch over here, but we are going to blend that thing out in a soft circular motion and windshield wiper motion like this. You can literally see that, right? That's enough. I'm using this same brush which we had used earlier to deposit our eyeshadow, and I have not loaded this again. Whatever is in my brush, I'm running it onto my lower lashes like this. I'm so tempted to use this copper pigment from MAC. It's a copper sparkle and it's a sparkle pigment, so it's gonna be very punchy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use everything from the lid, and I'm going to keep the bottle down, and I'm going to use the flat brush. It's an eyeshadow brush. It looks like this. It's from Faces Canada, and I'm going to spray it with MAC Fix Plus so that, okay, now I'm going to take the pigments from the lid like this, and we've got a little bit of pigments, and I'm going to, you know, dab it a little bit onto my lid like this so that we don't get much of the fallout. And now I'm going to try to place it without letting it fall, and I'm coming close to show you how beautiful these pigments are. Look at that. Is it looking nice on camera? You tell me. Let me apply it onto my lids completely, and then we'll see how it looks. You can create this kind of an effect with the pressed eyeshadows as well, but since I had the pigments, I wanted to use it, you know. So I'm taking a little bit more from the same lid, and my brush is still wet, so I'm just blending out simultaneously, and I needed that kind of a coppery sparkle because we are going with pink shimmer on top of it. Look at that. Is it looking good on camera? I mean, I just can't see it with the studio lights falling onto my face, but I just want to know how it reflects on camera. Again, I'm spraying with Fix Plus, and now I have to take it from this like this, and we are going to mix it up, little dabby onto the lids, and I'm going to apply it onto this side of my eye, and if we require more, I'm going to apply more. So let's begin. Can you see it, right? Yeah, I'm way too close, but I want to show you how these pigments are looking. It's amazing. These are really good pigments. They get blended in and they remain on the eyes as long as you need. So bronzy shade is my shade. Like with my tan skin, it looks amazing. Do you see it? Can you see the effect of this sparkle pigments? Okay, I just have to assume that it looks beautiful on camera. Okay, there is hardly any fallout on my face, and my eyes are looking bronzy and gorgeous. Now we are going to move on with the pink highlighter, that I'm going to use it from the same palette. You know, I'm going to list down the shadow name, and right now I can't do everything all together, but I'm going to use this shade. Look at that. It's beautiful pink, right? We're going to mix that, and we're going to apply it at the central part of my lid, and it's gonna look bomb. I'm coming close and I'm going to apply it. Ooh, it's looking really good, but the bronze shadow is so strong. This pink shimmer is not getting its own place. I think we are gonna mix another shade with this because I need that kind of a oomph effect in the center part of my lid. But look at that. These Pat McGrath eyeshadows, I tell you guys, it's worth investment. I mean, look at that, right? I literally had to bend over my table just to show you up close. I think it's worth it, right? Yeah, look at that. Amazing. I think that we need to leave our eyes as it is because I know it's not giving me that kind of a punch onto my eyes, but the way it is looking right now, it's amazing. So I'm going to tightline my eyes with this Color Bar Just Black Kajal, and look how it has come out. Like I'm going to put it in. It's a beautiful kajal, but it has separated from the pencil. It's okay, right? Sometimes you have to use up your product. And I think I need to sharpen this up. Okay, I'm applying another kajal. This one is also from Color Bar, and it's a twisting kajal, and we're going to apply that. Tight lining is so important when you are focusing your whole makeup onto your eyes. Your eyes need this important step. You skip it and you regret it. Since we are not using fake lashes, this tight lining is going to give you that beautiful effect to your lashes. Okay, perfect. For the mascara, I'm using the same old Maybelline Hyper Real mascara. We are at the edge of finishing this mascara up. I mean, literally, I'm completely about to finish this mascara, and we're going to shop new ones. I'm definitely going to buy this again because it's a very cheap and very effective waterproof mascara. So this is always on my bucket list, but we are going to try another mascaras as well. And I'm going to lift it up from the roots of my lashes like this, and below our lower lashes as well. I never forget my lower lashes. Look at it, beautiful. So far we have come to this. Now moving on to the cheeks. Okay, I'm going to use this Shiseido whipped cream blush. This is in the shade Chiyoko, my favorite blush of all time. Look at the shade. Isn't it screaming romance, love, and eternal happiness? I love the shade. So I'm taking this beautiful brush. It's dirty, I know. I'm about to clean all that thing up, and I'm dipping it in like this. Little bit of it comes onto the brush, and now I'm going to stipple it onto my cheeks like this. I need the punch, I need the punch, I need the punch, I need the punch. Come on, give me that punch. Okay, a moment of blush reveal. Look at my cheeks. It's looking nice, juicy, and romantic, right? Perfect. Now I'm going to apply it onto my nose as well, like this. I'm creating a button nose with just the blush. I need to focus the blush over here around this area, but I also need to do something onto my cheeks like this, you know. Ultimate romantic vibes. right? I think I'm missing that wing eyeliner with this look, but I'm gonna keep it a little simple this time, right? Beautiful. For the highlighter, I'm going with Chanel Balm Essential. What is it called? Yeah, it's Balm Essential. It's in the shade Pearlescent, and okay, it looks like this. It's amazing, right? I love this highlighter, and I'm going to apply it with the fingers because it's balmy and it's going to move around, so I gotta have to apply it with the fingers, and I'm placing it at the highest points of my cheeks, and look at that, right? So beautiful, so amazing. I'm going to use another finger to blend it out, and I'm going to apply over here a little bit, just a tiny bit, just creating that C shape, right? It doesn't have shimmer, but it has got tiny flecks of I don't know what is it, pearls or something like that. It looks amazing. I'm going to apply it just onto the highest point of my cheeks, and on this side you're not gonna see it properly. I have to trick the light to show you that effect, and let me just open my mirror. I'm going to, yeah, can you see it now? Yeah, okay, and tiny bit of it over here. If you are worried about your hair sticking to your highlighter, you just have to blend out a little more so that you know the balmy effect doesn't bother you much. But look at that, amazing, right? Now let's apply a tiny bit of it onto my nose, a little bit onto my nose like this. Going to apply a little bit over here as well, like this. Perfect. Lips, I'm going to apply this Tarte Maracuja lip plumper. This is in the shade Honeysuckle, and I'm going to apply tiny bit of it with no lip liner. I just wanna use it. Oof, it's looking amazing, right? You know, with that kajal, my eyes have become a little sultry. I mean, there's a little bit of smokiness happening. I didn't want it, but it has become a sultry eyes. I mean, I needed very soft romantic effect onto my eyes, but what can we do at this point, you know? All I can do is blend it out with a very soft shade. We're going to try that, okay? Since I am really craving for that kind of a soft effect, so let's take this shadow onto my little smudging brush like this, and this is going to add an extra layer onto our eyes. I mean, at least onto my lower lids. I need a little bit of softness over there. Since we have applied that kajal, it's very intense. I need that softer effect. I think that we are getting over there, right? I'm going to apply it over here as well. It's a very strong pigmented eyeshadow, and over here as well. Okay, now it has softened the lower lids, and this is what I wanted. To some extent we have achieved it, but it's fine, you know, it's just makeup. Just have to look beautiful and roll with it. So let me show you up close and personal how the makeup has turned out, and this is how my face is looking at this point. It's looking fabulous. I absolutely love it, and now it's fine, right? Okay, so if you like this makeup look, please like, share, subscribe, and help me grow my channel so that I can come here and teach you more makeup looks. And I'm gonna see you in my next video. Till then, bye.